So let's talk about improved sizing ratios as a growth lever. If you have a look at the average fashion brand, they are about 83% accurate in sizing. And that's across all of the customer base that we've had a look at for Style Arcade customers. And this 83%, you think, oh, well, that's pretty good. We're only 17% inaccurate, which is great. Sounds like a positive thing, except you would be surprised that the actual ideal is more 90% plus. Because when you have 17% inaccuracy, let me just explain what happens to that. For example, when a customer can't find their size on your website, a few knock-on effects happen from that. So the first, obviously, is the conversion rate drops because the customers aren't able to purchase that size that they want. That means that sales decline and you don't make that sale. But the cost is also that the acquisition cost is accumulating because you're driving customers to the site and they're unable to convert or find their size. So that CAC starts to climb. And sadly, the repurchase rate, which is something that we're all after, is to increase that repurchase rate, starts to decline as well because customers that are returning to our site also can't find their size. So there's a huge impact of not being able to find your size. And that's just one of the issues that we experience in e-commerce or retail. So the result of that inaccuracy on size ratios costs us in markdowns of products or sizes that are overstocked, and also costs us in lost sales of sizes that we were unable to sell to our customer. So it's a very big impact on profitability from just having an inaccurate size curve. So that's where Style Arcade can take brands from around an 80% accuracy right up into the 90s, which can really move the needle on profitability and revenue growth for those brands. So if we talk about improving a size ratio for a brand, what we're really talking about is this magic bell curve, really, where you either buy what we've seen. This is probably the kind of thing that I advise brands against the most is don't buy a flat size curve. Don't buy the same units in a small, medium, large, extra large, because it is really detrimental to growth for the business. So what we advise is a bell curve, but you really need to find your brand's tailored or customized bell curve for your customer base. That's the goal. So we talk about a supply or a bought size curve, supply size curve, and then a demand size curve. So the supply is how many units you are providing in a small, extra small, medium, large. And the demand is how many units are your customers purchasing in small, extra small, medium, large.